What have you done for the love of gaming? How many sleepless days and nights have you had to suffer through to get that kill to death ratio at least above a 2-to-1? Just take a look at the esports scene. Professional CSGO players have admitted to just popping Adderall like it's candy just to keep their eyes and ears glued to the screen. Perfecting mouse movements, perfecting, sidestepping, perfecting their crosshair movement, and perfecting their crosshair eyesight. Not to mention the out of left field and pretty amusing excuses that professional esports players have given for cheating. Any truly dedicated MMO player, bathing in the organisms growing off their unwashed bodies, will all collectively laugh at parents who get mad at their kids who play Fortnite for 15 hours a day. But not even Cartman himself in his World of Warcraft prime can ever hold a candle to who is unquestionably the most dedicated gamer of all time. The name of this somewhat unsung hero is Demetrius. Burn the name into your brain, because even though there are more skilled players than Demetrius, even more technologically knowledgeable about games than Demetrius, there is no living being to this day who has dedicated their entire lives to the art of gaming as much as Demetrius has. I'll show you why.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit. Now.
Hey.
Bathroom and shit now. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you. Get off.
Hey,
go to the bathroom.
Get out.
Go to the bathroom. I can smell you shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Get up and go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. No.
I will rip everything apart. I swear to God. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your fucking asshole. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go.
Not yet. No.
Go to the goddamn bathroom.
Not yet.
The dreams and nightmares of the one true gamer, all shown right there in that minute-long clip. You certainly can't fault him for his dedication, whereas even your average Fortnite addict would at least get up and go to the shitter, or even sometimes muster up the courage to heft up their 300-kilo, strong, healthy gamer bodies, march all the way to the kitchen, and force themselves to eat to keep themselves alive. Such useless frivolities to mere mortals, such as eating and using the toilet, are beneath Demetrius. Multiplayer, single player, doesn't matter to Demetrius. If nature calls, he'll answer Mother Nature right there in his super ultra mega gaming chair. Now, of course, with the fact that his mother comes in screaming into his room, telling him to at least just use the toilet for once in his life. That alone tells you that, yeah, there's something wrong with this kid. If you've engrossed yourself so much into the game that you just give no care to what's around you, what filth lies beneath your feet, no matter what smells fill up the room. Addiction? Dedication? Probably both. And he has just dedicated his whole existence to the art of gaming. So much so that when his mum comes barging into the room, just screaming at him to go and use the toilet, because his glorious neon gamer throne has his own shit just piling up around him, and there's even more piles of shit added onto it from his bubbling butthole right in front of his mum. He just denies it with a single, most drawn out, "Not yet." Like there's not just a giant loaf just sitting around in his pants, even though we heard him pop one out of the oven in the video I just showed you. Now, if you obviously don't want to watch the video again, I'm just going to put up a little timestamp here. So drag the little cursor and skip to that moment if you don't want to hear the most wet, greasy exhibit of evidence of Demetrius's subpar speech level. He's obviously not a level 100 in that department. Then I'll see you then. But for fellow poop detectives like me, I'm going to play a snippet of that video again, right around the 17-second mark.
Bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you. Get off.
Hey,
go to the bathroom.
Get out.
Go to the bathroom. I can smell you shitting yourself.
17 seconds into a 62-second video, there's no denying it. You and I both just watched a kid shit himself while playing Mafia 3. Now, of course, since the audio itself is pretty meme-worthy, there are lots of fake videos out there with the original cut from the audio and pasted onto footage of some random game, where some other person pretends to be the kid shitting themselves for some reason. This was covered on the Forehead Fables podcast, where two of the hosts, Sam and Brian, were arguing over which video was the original gamer/shitter. Brian thought the original video was the kid playing RuneScape, and Sam thinks the original was Mafia 3. I also found another copy on TikTok where the kid is supposed to be playing Minecraft, because of course he is. But in the case of Sam versus Brian versus TikTok, it's Sam who's correct. Mafia 3 is the original. Even though I've given away this kid's name, or also his mum did, I don't really want to, give away the channel name of this kid. I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. But this little snippet was taken from a live stream that the kid did. His channel has since been banned. He didn't take it down, it was banned due to multiple violations of YouTube's community guidelines service. But anyway, this kid usually used to stream GTA 5, but he also streamed Mafia 3 from time to time a fair bit. But this sort of begs the question of, why shit himself? He's not playing RuneScape, he's not playing like Overwatch or Apex Legends or Fortnite or even any kind of multiplayer game. Games where you can't just pause and come back to the game later. Mafia 3 is a single player game. A game which you can just pause at any time and then press the start button again to unfreeze the game. There's zero sense of urgency. Especially zero sense of urgency in the little clip which he's playing. He's not doing anything important whatsoever. He's not in the middle of like a gunfight, investigation, some kind of cutscene. He's literally in a warehouse just running around looking at some cardboard boxes. Like what I'm doing here in this little snippet of me playing Hitman. However, unlike Hitman, Mafia 3 isn't even a good game. None of the free versions of Mafia 3, neither the PC version nor the Xbox One version or the PS4 version, has above a 68 out of 100 on Metacritic. That's not just one lone critic making that score. On the Xbox version, which I'm pretty sure was the one the kid was playing, that's the average score out of 21 critics. But don't just take the critics' word for it. What about the words of the users of Metacritic who have presumably played the game? What about the average review score of the 440 different users who played the Xbox One version of Mafia 3? What average score out of 100 did that get? 52. Most of the comments here seem to say that Mafia 3 does have a pretty good story, looks pretty nice, but the actual gameplay itself seems quite repetitive. I don't really like playing these games because there's always just lots of bloody fetch quests, lots of annoying things to do with the story, telling you to go in one direction when I want to go the other. Mafia 3 seems like one of those games. Mafia 3 is not a very good game. It is not worth shitting yourself over. But that's what makes Demetrius special in my eyes. Because it doesn't matter if it's GTA 5, one of the greatest games of all time, or Mafia 3, which is one of the video games of all time. He will play it, and he will keep playing it through him shitting himself. And one thing I remember from the guy's channel prior to it getting banned is that the Mafia 3 shit episode was not a first-time offence. It's an unfortunate piece of lost media now, but this article did cover the fact that he shit himself while playing GTA 5. And guess who's screaming at him to go and tell him to go to the bathroom for once? That's right, his mum makes another appearance. And guess who else makes an appearance? His dad. That's right, Demetrius's household is a fully formed household, with both mother and father present. The classic formation of a nuclear family can't stop Demetrius from shitting himself playing Mafia 3. Demetrius is a true gamer through and through. Nobody can stop Demetrius from gaming and shitting himself while gaming. I do have to admit, the story of Demetrius is a sad one. It's probably one fated to not have the happiest of endings. There is 100% something not right in the brain of this kid. But for now, Demetrius spent his days gaming and shitting himself. Nothing more, nothing less. I will never be as much of a hardcore gamer as Demetrius is. As you probably heard just then, I've got a bit of a speech impediment myself. However, I'm not brave enough to shit myself while gaming. In my own unique way, I truly do salute you, Demetrius, from the bottom of my heart. Keep gaming and keep shitting yourself.